TLO is going to be able to secure this expansion if he needs to. In terms of unit composition for Grez, it seems like it's really just an Ultralisk Zergling build, which if he does get enough of this, it might not be too bad, but I definitely would like to see some Hydralisks from Grez. I think he does need that to counter the Thors. And TLO does have a lot of tanks right now, but on the field they are kind of scattered, so if he is able to get enough mass and pick off positions like TLO did to Grez, then Grez might actually be able to come back from this game. Grez has his Zergling down here. I think Grez should try to be a little bit more aggressive right now. He does have his economy back. I think he still should be trying to one-up TLO on expansions. TLO scouting to see if he got this high yield. I think those Zerglings are going to be in a lot of trouble right now. Hellion, good Hellion micro. Well, Hellions are going down to those Ultralisks. They are able to catch up to them pretty well, but most of those Zerglings are pretty much dead. One Hydralisk. See, I really think Grez should be getting more Hydralisks against this unit composition here. This Hellion is going to go down. Some more Ultralisks left. Like I said, I really would like to see some Broodlords from Grez. That would play in his favor a lot. TLO has his expansion secured, but he has not yet chosen to take it. Grez is scouting out for that, but there are those missile turrets. Nothing in production for Grez at the moment. Looks like he is going very heavy on the Ultralisks, so actually these Ultralisks might be able to pay out for him if he is able to get enough. He is going to need to get very good positioning with these Ultralisks, however, because since they are big units, he can't afford to fight up a ramp with siege tanks. He's going to need to do something like pick off this base while his units aren't there. Despite the size of Ultralisks, they actually are pretty fast, so he is going to be able to get some sneak attacks off if he does decide to do it. But TLO right now does have a massive mech army. He's got Hellions, siege tanks, and Thors. Pretty much everything that he needs right now. That is a lot of Ultralisks. The Ultralisks are moving in against this position. A couple of siege tanks up here. The rest of them are in the back. I think TLO is in a lot of trouble right now with those Mutalisks and those Ultralisks laying fire on these units. TLO's army is going to go down. He didn't have everything even there. I'm not sure what was up with that, but these Hellions are going to die soon as well. Grez finally getting some air to support his units. That is what he has needed for a long time. So good call popping them out at just the perfect time for Grez. He is definitely back in this game, taking this high yield. Both players right now at pretty low income. I think they are starting to run out at their original expansions. Grez right now with a really good unit composition against TLO. TLO probably is going to start pumping out Thors as much as he can. I think that's what we see. Yeah, both factories are producing Thors. Grez is now trying to take this position, but I don't think he's going to be able to with just that. He's going to need some more support. A lone queen wandering around the field. I'm not sure what she's doing there, but she just goes splat in front of this Meng statue. 12 Mutalisks for Grez. That is a lot of Mutalisks for him to deal with, but he is going to need to worry about those Thors because I think one of my friends tested it once. It takes about 1 Thor per 5 Mutalisks to be very effective against them. And the more Thors that you have, the more effective they are against packs of Mutalisks. So that number actually goes up. They become more cost effective against Mutalisks. So it seems like this game is almost on its last throes right here. These Mutalisks trying to take this position down. I would like to see some use of Ultralisks though, because they are taking a kind of an unnecessary beating, but there are not enough missile turrets to deal with these Mutalisks. He has just too much of them. The Thors aren't here yet. It looks like they are trying to run across the field. This expansion has not been mined on that much yet. So right now it looks like Grez has been able to secure this position. He does have the high yield. These Hellions are trying to push against them, but there are Ultralisks here to defend against it as well. TLO building some missile turrets, which I like to see. I love when Terran build units wherever they want. A lot of Mutalisks here, a couple of Ultralisks. I think Grez, I'm not sure if he's going to have enough to deal with this. He really needs some more units to deal with these Thors. Maybe some Infestors would do the trick, but we'll see how this battle plays out. It looks like they are going to be going for this high ground expansion here. TLO setting up for position. building more missile turrets as he goes, because why not? Those Hellions are taking a lot of fire from the Mutalisks, but I think those Mutalisks are going to go down to the Thor fire. Only a couple of Ultralisks left. Those are also going to go down. Those are just too many Mutalisks for Grez to deal with. I think this is probably going to be GG for Grez right now, because this is his only mining expansion left. I think his natural is already mined out, so bad news for Grez. Oh wow, that was a beautiful line of fire from those Hellions. A couple of shots and they all went down. That was awesome to see. These Hellions are going to die, but it really doesn't matter at this point. TLO just has too many Thors for Grez to deal with. I'm pretty sure his income is pretty much down to 0. Yeah, it's down to 20. He's got a couple of mineral patches here, but yeah, now it's down to 0. So TLO is in control of this game, and I think it's pretty much over. So good use of TLO. I would just like to say again, this build here that TLO did to defend against the Zerg early macro push was definitely played in his favor a lot. I liked how TLO was able to defend really well against these positions. He also made it difficult for the Zerg to harass anywhere he wanted. He has his planetary fortress, which pretty much obliterates any Zerg that, any ground that Zerg can throw at you. So I kind of like this this defense here that TLO was going to be able to was using. We didn't see it in action too much, but that's probably because the Zerg wasn't even going to bother with this base. It was pretty much secured, and TLO again started building missile turrets around here. So he was able to secure his positions and then push out at the right time. So I think that definitely helped TLO win this game a lot. Grez, I think, needed a little bit different unit composition. He was able to use those Mutalisks well at certain points of the game, but there wasn't enough to battle against these Thors in head-to-head battles, or head-to-head combat. So I think some Infestors would have been good. Some Infestors with some Ultralisks and some Mutalisks to try to harass. I think that would have been good. I think an Infestor, Ultralisk, Ling, Muta combo would have been nice to see here. That's kind of a complex mix for Zerg. You don't really see that, but I think that would have done the trick for Grez at this point. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. LiquidTLO even made a battle cruiser here to try to seal the deal, a second one over here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will be posting more games soon. And yeah, if you find out about the beta, post to this video or on my channel. I'm going to be monitoring that as well. But like I said, I think it's rumored to be up on July 1st. So can't wait for that, and stay tuned for the next installment of Mazeesports.